l'OCI, je voudrais parler un peu de l'expérience de l'OCI.
The OIC has several references encouraging dialogue between religions and cultures.
Incitant au dialogue entre les religions et les cultures.
Starting with its charter, quote, which states that the need for understanding and dialogue between civilizations, cultures and religions.
Le plan d'action décennal qui s'étend de 2005 à 2015,
the 10-year action plan from 2005 to 2015, adopted at the OIC summit held in Mecca in December 2005, reiterated the same objective, stressing that the dialogue between civilizations, which is based on mutual respect, understanding, equality of nations, is indispensable for peace, security and tolerance in the world.
Plus récemment, le 11 janvier 2016, lors du Symposium international sur la promotion du multiculturalisme et de la coexistence multiconfessionnelle tenu à Bangkok, le secrétaire général de l'OCI, M. Amin Madani, a rappelé, je le cite, l'impératif de relever les défis inhérents à
More recently, on the 11th of January 2016, at the International Symposium on the Promotion of Multiculturalism and Multi-Faith Coexistence, held in Bangkok, the Secretary General of the OIC, His Excellency Amin Madani, recalled, quote, the need to raise the challenges of improving intercultural and interreligious relations. This is indeed a challenge, and even a multiple challenge, given the extreme crises that shake the international stage with their violence, destruction, identity politics, and exclusion. Yet exclusion, bearing hatred and stigma, actually means excluding part of oneself, our part of humanity and universality.
C'est cette part d'humanité et d'universalité que l'OCI s'attache à valoriser en appelant au dialogue comme vertu cardinale dans les relations entre les hommes, les sociétés et les nations. Un tel appel est relayé
This is the part that the OIC seeks to develop in calling for a dialogue as a cardinal virtue in relationships between people, societies and nations. Such a call is echoed by the statement of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the OIC, held in May 2015 in Kuwait, which stressed that the fight against terrorism and religious radicalization cannot be conceived as confrontation with Islam, which is a just religion, nor through Islamophobic propaganda, but rather through greater cooperation, openness to dialogue, maintaining contact with other communities, banning subversive theses calling for violence and hatred, and insisting that openness and mutual tolerance among peoples and nations are the humanist imperative which all revealed religions called for.
Et c'est justement de tolérance religieuse qu'il s'est agi à propos de la résolution 1618 du Conseil des droits de l'homme.
Religious tolerance was the key topic of the 1618 resolution of the Council of Human Rights, adopted by consensus in April 2011. This resolution reiterates the 8 points of the statement of the former Secretary General of the OIC, Excellency Tsanologlu. This resolution was discussed in meetings organized within the framework of the Istanbul process, which is in its 5th version. This process encompasses several long-term policy areas and lays the foundations on the ground for a concrete culture of peace, as defined by the UN General Assembly in 1997 and relayed by UNESCO in November 2000.
Et c'est au nom de la culture de la paix que s'inscrit le plan d'action de son Excellence Ban Ki-moon, secrétaire général de l'ONU, en date
It
du
is
24
also in the name of the
décembre
culture of peace
2015,
that the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon drafted the action plan, dated on December 24, 2015, calling to fight violent extremism. Time is short and I won't be able to go through the long list of forms of extremism and the various measures recommended in this fight, nor to recall in detail the code of conduct adopted on the same subject at the 7th Islamic Summit held in Casablanca in December 1994, nor the convention adopted by the Council of the OIC Ministers in July 1999. Confining myself to the essentials, I will discuss two areas that seem to me noteworthy in this context.
Il s'agit en tout premier lieu de l'école.
The first concerns schools, which have a mission to form youth who will shape the future. The training of the social category must prepare the citizens of tomorrow to follow three principles of social action. The first one is the principle of identity, which allows to define oneself. The second is the principle of otherness, which defines the other as in relation to oneself, in the sense of acceptance, dialogue, and tolerance. And the third, the principle of totality, which can be within the sphere of belief and transcendence.
Ces trois principes doivent contribuer à développer l'aptitude au dialogue et à la tolérance, ainsi que l'intégration.
These three principles should help to develop the capacity for dialogue and tolerance, as well as the integration of human rights. It is the school's mission to inculcate these principles as part of its duty to transmit knowledge and combat ignorance. It is indeed ignorance that is the basis for prejudice and rejection of others. It can be experienced, but it can also be strongly advocated, as the examples of the destruction of schools in Nigeria by Boko Haram, or the demolition of archaeological museums in Iraq and Syria by Daesh show.
Autant d'actes inspirés par l'obscurantisme et la haine de l'intelligence humaine.
Many acts inspired by obscurantism and hatred of human intelligence, which is held with suspicion, as likely to be a stop to the death drive that inspires such acts of violence and puts an end to dialogue, even the dialogue with oneself.
La culture de la paix que doit inculquer l'école.
The culture of peace that schools must inculcate contributes to the moral and intellectual defense against such abuses. As is rightly pointed out by the UNESCO Charter, quote, "War begins in the minds of men, and it is in the minds of men that we must build the defenses that will ensure peace."
Le programme d'action décennale de l'OCI incite dans ce sens.
The 10-year action plan program of the OIC urges, in this sense, the states members to cooperate to develop school curricula and balanced programs to promote the values of tolerance, human rights, openness, understanding among religions and civilizations, rejection of fanatism and extremism, and pride in the Islamic identity.
C'est là une entreprise quand même de longue haleine qui s'étend sur plusieurs générations d'élèves et d'enseignants.
This is a long-term process that spans several generations of students and teachers, imbued with these values and pledged to defend them. This stands in contrast to the urgency that characterizes the second domain of expression of interfaith and intercultural dialogue, that is, humanitarian work.
Compte tenu de la multiplication des crises et des conflits à travers le monde, l'OCI, dont un nombre croissant de pays membres vivent ces situations.
Given the proliferation of crises and conflicts worldwide, the OIC, which includes a growing number of member countries experiencing dramatic situations, is particularly involved in humanitarian response and is engaged on several fronts, including Syria, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Central African Republic, Sahel, etc. From these fronts come uninterrupted streams of refugees, who are the new victims of the earth, victims of failed governance, doomed to wandering on sea and on land.
Comme aucune réponse adéquate ne peut se faire en un si large théâtre de conflit, sans coopération et collaboration au niveau international, l'OCI est appelé à
As no adequate response can be done in such a large theater of conflict without cooperation and collaboration at the international level, the OIC is called to joint efforts with those deployed by the international community to collectively try to mobilize human and material resources to cover multiple demands in food, medical care, transportation, shelter, etc. The OIC contributes through a specific structure attached to the General Secretariat called ISHAD. and it is supported by the financial resources of the IDB, Islamic Development Bank. It exerts its humanitarian action in partnerships with UN organizations and other organizations working in the same field, such as ICRC, OCHA, etc. The investment of the OIC in the humanitarian field is dictated by the fact that this organization, faith-based and politically committed, is based on the need to respect the two fundamental values of respect for human life and respect for human dignity. These are the two values shared by the great monotheistic religions that form the cement of humanitarian action of the OIC as well as other charitable actions.
Cette action humanitaire multiforme, cette action humanitaire multiforme est envisagée par l'OCI.
This multifaceted humanitarian action is considered as a global treatment through the various phases of prevention, urgent action, and consolidation by resilience. The action of the OIC is especially carried out inclusively. Indeed, the OIC does not limit its humanitarian action to Muslim victims only, but includes victims of other faiths. It thus proposed to build 2 hospitals in Myanmar, one in favor of the Muslim Rohingya minority, and the other to the benefit of the Buddhist population. Secondly, humanitarian aid in the Central African Republic concerned populations of different faiths. It is the same for the Christian minority in Iraq, who was subject of the IOC concern. Thus, the Secretary-General, Ayad Amin Madani, condemned in July 2014 in a press release, quote, the terrorist practices and threats uttered by Daesh against innocent Christian citizens in Mosul and Nineveh, who were ordered to leave their homes for the purpose of destroying the social fabric of the Iraqi people.
Il ne s'est pas contenté d'une telle déclaration, mais il a tenu à se déplacer personnellement en Irak.
He did not stop to making a statement, but he wanted to travel personally to Iraq. He met the president of the Iraqi Kurdistan region, His Excellency Masoud Barzani, and expressed on this occasion the OIC's readiness to provide assistance in this area and to enable victims of the various components of the Iraqi people, including the Yazidis, Kurds, Christians, Turkmen, Sunni and Shiite Arabs, to cope with their distress.
Le secrétaire général a également rencontré le représentant des Yazidis au Parlement du Kurdistan irakien.
The Secretary-General also met with the representative of the Yazidis in the Parliament of Kurdistan. He expressed the active solidarity of the OIC with regard to his persecuted community. Mr. Madani, on another hand, visited the Chaldean Patriarch of Babylon, His Eminence Raphael Louis Sako, to the Patriarch, and reiterated the OIC's condemnation of, quote, any aggression of persecution of Christians, insisting that these are an essential part of Iraq. These different approaches are part of the willingness of the Secretary-General of the OIC to defend, quote, Muslim minorities outside the Islamic world and the rights of non-Muslim minorities in the Islamic world.
Elle entre également dans le cadre de la concrétisation du dialogue des religions et des cultures en dehors de tout prosélytisme.
They also form part of the realization of the dialogue of religions and cultures without any proselytizing. The reference to religion has helped to resolve some conflicts and to provide humanitarian action with that extra soul that makes the various actors in the field brothers in humanity.
Je profite de la présence de Monseigneur Tomasi pour dire que nous avons travaillé ensemble dans ces différents domaines et que nous avons participé à la préparation de la rencontre entre l'ancien secrétaire général de l'OCI et sa sainteté le pape François. Je vous remercie.